real beauty comes from the inside.
Yep. Yeah.
I always say it's from the heart and from the mindset. Because if you are, like I said, you love everything about yourself, this is going to shine through your face.
Let's talk DXB. Real conversations by real people. Nawar, thank you for joining a Let's Talk DXB conversation.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. So when we had our first intro call, I was like, this is going to be such an easy conversation. We probably need longer than an hour.
Yes,
I'm sure.
yes.
There's lots to share.
Yes.
But I had a bit of a flavour about your background and your very interesting story. But yeah, before we go into it, tell me a bit more about you.
Okay. I'm Nawar. I'm a celebrity and a multi-award winning makeup artist. And I've been doing makeup for over 15 years, which I've lost count now. So I've stopped to 15 years and I'm like, okay, that's 15 plus.
I've earned my dues.
Yes. And yes, I have done many clients over the years. You can imagine I've seen so many faces, so many people, so many characters, beautiful people. I've always come across as lovely people from the inside and the outside.
Yes, and we're going to touch on that actually, with what you do.
Yes, perfect.
Well, when we first spoke and your journey into going into what you do now and how you've grown and, you know, all the great things you've done actually started from something quite unique. So you started in the computing industry and then you were educating and teaching to now being a celebrity makeup artist, because I know that industry probably back then as well was very, very male dominated. I'm sure there were not many people in your class or in your field.
No.
So how did that start and how did you find your purpose to now be doing what you're doing?
Yeah, when I did my computing degree, basically to be like fully transparent here.
Yeah.
You know, when you're like at school, at university, at college, and then you think, okay, I don't know what I want to do. You know, I was one of those people that I didn't know exactly what I want to do. But back then, computing was the thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, you know what? If you do computing, you're not going to be wrong. It's a good skill to have. You get a job, you know, all of these things. So I did my computing degree. So then when I did my degree, while on my, I think my final year, if I'm correct, I was seeing people like girls, and because like you said, the computing is like very man dominated,
not very feminine. At
not
that time,
many. I mean, in the class we used to be roughly about 20 to 28 people, and we were like 4 girls. Just four girls, and the rest were just boys. So like you will go to the class. I was like, yeah, okay, with my jeans, with my hoodie, and my rucksack.
Not thinking
about nothing. Yeah, nothing. My face just like literally. It was like lip gloss and that's it. And then suddenly I started seeing girls who were doing other courses. They're like really nicely dressed up with, you know, they looked beautiful with the makeup. I'm like, okay, you know what? Let's do something. Feel a little bit of a girl here.
Make an effort in the class.
Yeah, like make an appearance a bit. Like who is this girl walking in? So then I started doing my eyebrows.
Okay.
So I thought, okay, like, you know, I'll do my eyebrows. And then all, like, the girls in the class, and of course I've made a lot of other friends within the university. Yeah. And they're like, oh, wow, because of course they've noticed it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, like, something was different about you.
You made an effort?
Yes. I'm like, oh, thank you. Like, your eyebrows looking good. I'm like, okay, thank you. And then they started asking me to do it on them.
Right. Okay.
So then when I started doing it on them, they were getting happy about it. So then that started making me happy.
Right.
So I was getting like a buzz from it. Even though it was just eyebrows. I didn't know what to do, nothing else on the face.
But you knew.
Just the eyebrows, And because they used to do the rest of their face because I had no idea. Yeah. So I'm like, okay. And then slowly with families, I'm like, okay, you know, I think I've got a thing here about this. Yeah. And then I took it from eyebrows, took it to like foundation, and then and then slowly like the eyeshadow, the lipstick, and I can't remember the correct order. Yes. It was bit by bit. And then I'm like, okay, you know what? I do have something here because not just the creativity part, it's the feeling. It was coming from the heart rather than anything else. Yeah. And said, okay, if I want to do this like professionally, I'm doing it, my degree. I was still doing my degree. Yeah. So I'm like, I'm doing my degree. I said, well, do something on the side, like a course on the side, just to know the foundation, basics of it, because I had no knowledge. And so I was like doing like a weekend,
Okay.
a course. It was like a short course.
Yep.
I did it, and and I did it, and I finished it, and it was really well.
Wow.
After I finished university, got graduated and everything, and I thought, okay, got a job in teaching.
Okay,
in the college. So
Yep.
I was teaching computing, which is all the Microsoft applications.
All right, yeah.
And I'm like, okay, but I want to also do my makeup, you know. And then the first job I got, it was a bride.
The first job
The
you were booked
first job
for.
as a makeup artist. I've never done anybody's face apart from families,
Yes,
friends,
yeah.
practice when I was doing my course and training. But it's a bride. Like, I can't mess up her day.
The pressure, okay.
The pressure. Even though we did like trial and
Yes.
everything. On the trial, I was like shaking. I'm like, okay, Nawar, like, she will feel very insecure.
She's gonna feel nervous. Yeah.
I was like, what is she doing? Although she knew.
Yeah,
I
okay.
told her. I was honest with
like
her.
that
I said,
transfer- yeah.
of course. I said, okay, you're the first bride I'm gonna do.
But make sure.
But I will make sure. She
Yeah.
said, oh, I trust you. And I'm like, even though
Wow.
she didn't know me.
Yes.
I'm like, that's nice. So then when she told me all of that, then I felt confident.
I love that.
Yeah. So it's all about confidence.
It is
really.
though, isn't it? Because I think, well, taking a step back, the thing
Yeah.
that excites me so much is how something so small sparked that kind of passion, I would say, for you to actually explore it as well. Because it's so easy to be like, yeah, a few compliments, we can brush these things off. But actually
Exactly.
sometimes they're deeper messages to say, actually, you're talented in this. Why don't you move it forward? So to have the
Yes.
courage to pivot, because I
Yes.
think that's not easy, right? You've done
No.
your degree, you're in a stable job. Like,
Yes.
why would I explore anything else?
Yeah, exactly. But it's just the passion. The passion. I didn't stop. But obviously, of course, I had to have a full-time income.
Yeah.
I needed to pay the bills
Yeah.
and everything else in life.
But it's good
because
to
the
touch
makeup
on that.
itself, it wasn't
You were just
like
starting.
enough,
yeah.
of course, because
Of
I was just a
course.
starter.
Yeah.
People didn't know about me, nothing. I need to build
Yeah.
reputation. I need to build. But a lot of people say like, oh, why didn't you not just do like a work in beauty, like industry, rather
Right.
than, to get them more knowledge,
it.
more experience. I said, yeah, but what we're going to do with my degree? I've worked so
worked for
hard
it.
and I got a really good grade.
Wow.
I'm gonna do this. So then when I was doing the computing and teaching the students, I was really all in it. I really loved my work. I loved my job. I loved
good.
the students. I loved everybody there. I like what I do in computing, but I need to take, this a little
Yeah.
bit more. Like
Yeah.
my makeup is my passion, because after even teaching, I was like a manager for an examination department.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yes. So that's like the exams part of things, which
Yeah.
again, it's just you behind a computer all the time. But of course, you're still meeting people because it's exams. So I was
Yes.
seeing students
Yeah.
and everything like this. But again, I was like doing everything I can from my heart. Again, anything I do it from my heart,
love
even
that.
if I'm not in it. I'm not
Aware
feeling
that
it.
the end goal is or what you want to.
Yeah.
We have to talk about this because a lot of people, you have this passion and they're like, I'm just going to quit my job and I'm just going to start the business and survive. But I don't know. I'm a bit more of a structured person when it comes to things. I loved how you've explained the practical steps to get to that end goal. Like it's not overnight, right?
No,
and sometimes
no,
you
it's a long
do.
time.
Yeah,
It
you
took
have
a
to
long time.
build and you
Yes.
have to maybe be in an industry that it's not where you want to be, but still be passionate and work hard and show that work ethic regardless, because you'll need that in your business. So I
Yes.
love how you kept going until you got to a place where you're like, okay, this is me full time.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And this is when I felt like, okay, now I need to follow my passion full time.
Yeah.
Even when after building already,
Yep.
a decent amount of reputation,
Yep.
people knew of me, social media, everything that you need to
Yeah.
do to be like known
Yes.
as a makeup artist. And and then just I took it from there.
What did that feel like? That transition to be like, okay, I'm no longer working a 9 to 5 in, computing or education to then like, this is me.
Scary.
Yeah. Okay. I was like, okay, of course that's the answer.
It was scary because I knew I'm not gonna have a regular income.
Right.
Like when you work
Yep.
full time,
Yes.
like at the end of the month, on the 28th of the month or the
Yes.
30th of the month, you will get your money in the bank. But with makeup, it's not.
It's not.
It's again, you're like yourself, kind of self-employed. Well,
Yes.
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And you're getting your money, well, because you are getting the money.
Yes.
You
have to go out and
you
build
have
that.
to do that. It's not somebody else's to do. And it's like, okay, no, I need to know everything that I need to do, how to get a regular income, you know, a good income as well.
Yes, yeah.
That will make me, again, pay my bills and live
The
life
stability,
and all
yeah.
the luxury or whatever, you know, buy things.
It's a big jump.
It is, and it wasn't easy.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
nothing in life is easy unless you work hard for it.
Yes.
And it takes time.
Takes
I know
time.
some people, they don't have the patience. They want everything quick.
Yep.
And I'm like, I do as well.
Who doesn't?
Oh,
Yeah.
exactly. I want like, okay, wake up. I'm like, oh my God, I've got like calendar booked for the next year or whatever, or 2 years. Some people do, other people don't. So
Yeah.
it depends on the nature of the community you're around as well
yeah.
with. And again, like I said, how people know of you and things like that.
So important. Thank you for taking that step back, because I think also as well, when people see successful people like yourselves, they forget about the journey it has taken you to get there. It wasn't overnight. There was sacrifices. There was staying in an industry that you showed up and you did your job well, but you knew that there was a bigger calling. So I think that's always important to remember that.
Yes, 100%. Even like when I was in the previous job, which is the exams, I was offered a job. I was promoted.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah.
But I let it down.
You let it down.
Yes, because I said, I'm going to follow my passion
You
now.
knew
That's
what
it.
you-
You know, I'm going to do
yeah.
it. They're like, are you sure you're so good at it? I said, thank you. You know, that's a good credit for me that I'm good at what I do and I'm getting a promotion. But I'm just going to follow what I do. I felt like I let them down. But at the same time, they understood why, you know, I wanted this. However, not many people believed that I was going to do well.
Oh, let's talk about that then.
Yeah, of course. Apart, of course, from my husband, who's been always brilliant and supportive,
Yay,
and
husband.
and our family. Oh yeah, he's been number one every single step
fantastic.
of, especially my career and everything else, of course, in life. After we're together, but. If we talk about the makeup, he's the one who's encouraged me from day one, you know, and then of course my family as well believed in me, believed in my creative, because most of my family as well, they are creative. They are. My mom, she does crafting and art.
Yeah.
My dad used to draw. My brother does. It's like everyone.
So there's a talent
So there is.
Got
but
it.
I didn't know. I had to dig in
To find it.
to find it.
It's so true.
So then, you know, but so other people, like if it was like, you know, work colleagues back then or whatever. Okay, they never said it like bluntly into my face to say, oh no, you're not gonna make it, but you know, like, oh okay, like kind of, you're gonna come back again, kind of thing,
we'll
you know, we'll
soon.
see you. You're gonna come back to this job again.
That encouragement.
And it's been like so many years, so like, okay, hi, but I'm not coming back.
I'm here, I'm doing it. But how do you block out that noise? Because it's quite easy to be like, the safety versus the passion, right? Like you blocking out that noise to be like, actually, no, I'm going to stick to what I know I've been designed to do, what my calling is. I've worked hard. I've mapped out my plan, because that can be quite challenging. You know, when you let a lot of voices in, it can deter you.
No, I don't let them in.
Good.
I just hear them, but I don't listen to them.
Thank you. Noted.
Yes,
So
I hear
important.
them. And actually, it was more of an encouragement. And yeah, a push. I'm like, okay, you know, like a challenge.
I'm going to prove you wrong.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're telling me kind of not like in black and white, but I'm not going to kind of make it, but I'll show you kind of thing. Not in a bad way, of course, in a very positive.
Of course,
Because I did believe. I mean, okay, you always have that slight percentage thinking, am I going to really
Self-doubt,
make this?
yeah.
You know, and it's just tiny. But then that little voice, you have to just like block.
It's so powerful.
block that little noise, which it does come and go,
Of
to be
course.
honest.
Of
Till
course,
this day.
it's normal, yes.
Till this day, after everything that I have achieved, it still comes.
It's normal though, but I
Yes.
think once you've got the tools to know, okay, that is a normal feeling, and you know how to manage that, and the mindset, I think, is always the thing that you have to control.
Mindset is everything.
Well, now we're talking about the mind, actually, because you are a very big advocate for wellness and mental health, and you did this amazing campaign. When I was researching, you're on the billboard of Piccadilly Circus. Tell me about that campaign and your passion around it.
It was so surreal, honestly. When I saw myself on the biggest kind of well-known billboard in the world, Piccadilly, and I'm like, is that me? That's me up there. Oh my God, it was so amazing. Yes, I'm a big supporter, of course, of mental health matters, of course, because I believe everything that makes us function, everything is the brain.
Yeah.
It's either it pulls you down or pulls you back up. You know, it's either way.
So true.
Yeah. And you are the one who's in control of it. No one can tell you what to do or what to think.
Yeah.
You know, it's you. I can tell you anything right now, but at the end of the day, it's what your brain tells you.
So true.
And this is why I come with my kind of makeup.
Yeah.
Yeah, and makeup. That's how I'm gonna get
that.
into the like how I help people with like some mental well-being.
Yes.
Is the makeup. Okay, I know like everything. Like I said, there's a mindset, but people really need to also believe what they see.
Yes.
Is what they love, and no matter what that is, no matter if they are, the number one is you need to love your imperfections,
which is hard in this society.
It is, unfortunately, nobody is. I don't know why. It kind of gets me as well. Like I don't know why people don't want to believe that we're all humans. Nobody is perfect.
Yeah.
No one. And why wouldn't you want to be perfect?
Yeah.
In my head, it's like, that's boring.
The uniqueness of us. Yeah, embrace our uniqueness.
Everybody is beautiful. Yeah. Everyone is beautiful. If we're going to talk about the outside, leave the inside for now.
Yeah.
Because the inside is a big impact
a bigger thing. Yes,
as well for the outside. But if we're just going to take about the outside, because this is the first thing you see when you wake up. Okay? So you wake up in the morning, you see your face. Yeah. If you start... I don't know why, as a human being, you start picking on the bad things on your face, for example.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like, oh, this, and then this, and then I'm like, why do you pick on the good things? I'm like, oh, wow, I like my eyes.
Yes.
Oh, wow, I like my smile.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean?
So true.
And instead of like you being negative from the first thing, you wake up in the morning, your whole day is gone. Your whole day is negative.
You've
Everything.
Started the day in the wrong way. Yes.
Exactly. Yeah. And for what? When you picked on things, these things are also so beautiful on your face. Yes. Why are you picking something that's not even anything, you know? Okay, I understand, especially when it comes to women, especially women.
Yeah.
I understand. I feel like women, you know, we never want to get old.
Yeah.
You know? We don't want to get old.
Forever young.
Yes, forever young. But we are. And just like embrace everything that's on your face. Is now, especially nowadays, is the social media. It is really affecting all ages.
All ages.
Really from like very, very young teenagers, which it shocks me. Yeah. Like a girl at 11 years, 10 years, she's already thinking about skincare, about contouring, about like, you're 11. You should be worrying about playing
and being a child.
Yes.
Yeah, it's wild.
And like, you know, jumping around, studying, focusing on these, playing with your friends, enjoy your life. This is gonna like move so quickly,
right?
You know. But no, it's like, you know, how do I look? And I see them like, you're wasting your childhood and your teenage years, and you know, and all of these things. And then for the older, mature women, for example, they compare themselves.
Yeah.
It's either they compare themselves to a younger looking woman or to a woman who, which is another subject, like, you know, who's done a lot of work.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Personally, I'm not against. I'm not against if you are wanting to do little things here and there on your face. Yeah. You know, aesthetically, it's fine. But I am kind of against somebody who's completely changed the way they look.
Their complete look, like you wouldn't recognize them.
It's like how they looked before is completely someone else. But that tells me, and that's where the mental well-being comes, tells me they're not happy with who they are.
Yeah.
Although they're so beautiful, but they're not happy with that. So then they change their face and everything. And then after... like down the line, in 2 to 3 years, they will do something else. So they will never be happy.
It evolves. It becomes a habit, I hear, actually.
Addiction.
The addiction around it. Because it's a quick fix. Now they're preferring their look to what it was before, and there's always going to be something that people want to change, right? It never ends. So you're so right in terms of the inner beauty first and the self-love.
So it is so important. It is so important to wake up, like I said, the first thing in the morning or even throughout the day, and you tell yourself, I'm happy. Yeah. I'm happy with the way I look. Okay, like I said, do things here and there to make it. As women, we like to look, gorgeous, beautiful.
Yeah.
Why not,
Yeah.
But don't put yourself down.
Yeah.
Why are you so harsh on yourself? Why, you need to be kind.
So true.
Because if you are kind to yourself, and you love yourself, then you can pass that to other people.
That's so true. And I think a lot of itself, when you're talking, I was like, I remember when I was young, I hated my lips. I've got very full, natural lips, which is a thing now, which is great.
Beautiful.
You could never get me to wear lipstick. You could not, I hated my lips. Okay. I would not smile. Now, every photo you see of me, because it's become an evolution of accepting these are my features and this is what I look like and this is who I am. I love my smile now. I love my full lips, but it's so true. And that was quite at a young age as well.
And is it because you've thought of that, or I understand, because there's another section in life as well, I understand the bullying.
Yes.
And and I know, because I've been through it myself. And I'm so sure so many people have. And that's what also triggers people to dislike how they look, right? It's so true. We grew up, so we were, when we first started, we born and raised in West London, so very diverse, little girls that look like me, people with the same ethnic background, all of that. Then we moved to what I call the village. So we were the only African family there. So that made me and my sister very much stand out in school, because the uniqueness of us wearing braids, of us having fuller face, all of these things. So I think now going back, it probably was an element of that. I can't say I ever kind of went home sad, or that. I think my mum was very tough, so she taught us how to kind of, I guess, firm any bullying and put a stop to it ourselves in a good way. But then equally, I think maybe subconsciously it was a bit of I was always teased for having full lips. So maybe I just tried to dumb that down or mute it down. But it's there. It's been there.
I can't do anything. And I was not going to go for any surgery because I'm a wimp. So,
no,
but it's now as an adult, I'm like, I love this. And it's a thing now.
You're gorgeous.
So,
You're gorgeous. So I'm looking at you like, wow.
It's interesting how you say that, because you can always criticize and then start not to love who you are as well, which has a bigger impact.
But because it's not like because you wanted to, it's like because the society, the bullying that you had somehow, it planted it in your head.
So true.
It wasn't there.
Yeah.
But they planted it in your head, and you just got bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yes.
Without you realizing or even trying to control it on everything, and but made you think that you started hating your lips.
Yes.
This is big.
Yes.
Nobody should hate anything on the face or in the body or anything. Everybody should love if they have big lips, big nose, whatever. But okay, like I said, if you're not completely happy, you can change little things here and there. But don't change yourself, because the beauty comes, the real beauty comes from the inside.
Yep. Yeah.
I always say, it's from the heart and from the mindset. Because if you are, like I said, you love everything about yourself, this is going to shine through your face. No matter how you look.
Yes. It's that inner glow that comes outwards, actually.
Yes.
Yeah.
No matter how you look, you will look so beautiful and so gorgeous, and that just energy, that positive energy will just go, pass through people. Nobody will think about anything.
It's so true.
Because it's in your mind.
Yes. And you're confident about who you are. I'm very big on authenticity now. I think through my own journey of kind of embracing self-love, really just loving me.
Yes.
Being who I am and being fully authentic is the best feeling ever. 100%. Not having to pretend or, feel like I have to change anything about me, but just knowing that this is me. So I think it's so important.
And it is you, because your face, as a makeup artist, your face is, you represent yourself. Your face, okay? I know, of course, there's so many things. It's your posture, your behavior, your personality, how you come across, but your face is your canvas, it's your frame. It's what people see. Yes. Okay. And then because of that, you always have to love that, so people will feel that you are in love. I've seen, like I said, many faces who are, honestly, the women and the girls that I've done, they're gorgeous. They're so beautiful, but I can see the insecurities they have. I'm like, if I'm doing somebody's face, straight away, they feel comfortable with me because I give them that safe...
I can tell. That's
that safe space for them to talk, to tell me what their concerns, what they like and they don't like, and, what they want to achieve and things. And the first thing they say, I had this about me, I had this about my face, hide it. Or some people even make my nose disappear.
Wow.
I'm like, really? like, you've got beautiful nose. I'm
Like, why would you want to do that?
And I tell them that. I said, you have a beautiful nose. So then when they're like, oh, no, I don't know. Because you need to plant the positivity about their nose or whatever they pick on that day. Why do you pick on your nose? It's beautiful. They're like, oh no, because but then when I see the background, the roots, why? Because they get bullied and everything. So then I understand where they're coming from. I said, I completely understand, but you need to start loving the nose that you want to kind of make it disappear.
It's part of you.
Yes, it is. Your nose is beautiful. This. There's nothing wrong with it. And okay, I can contour it.
Yeah, of course.
Of course, you know, make it look a bit more like sharper and everything like that. That's fine. But that's not the point. The point that you need to love your nose for it to show beautiful in your eyes first before anyone
else's.
Yes.
No, this is why I loved speaking to you, because I'm like, you're so talented at what you do.
Thank you.
You know, enhancing people's beauty, but the inner stuff that you are doing in terms of letting people know that the inner beauty is so much more important. I can make you look beautiful outside, but inwardly as well. I want that glow to come through. I think it's great that you've got that skill to be able to make people feel comfortable, both sides, actually.
Yes.
Like, there's so much talent behind that as well.
100%. Because I do want them to feel comfortable, safe, and happy with what they have. So then the aim of this, of course, is coming out from my heart anyway, and I'm being so like real with them about it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I want them, after I do the makeup, is to see that.
Yeah.
Is to see what I've been talking about.
Yep.
What I've been telling them, like, look, your nose is beautiful, your lips are beautiful, your skin, your eyes, everything is beautiful. See how I'm gonna make it look, and then see in the mirror, and they're like, wow. They're like, how did you do this? And how did you change? You know, like, again,
Amazing.
I don't like hide.
Yeah.
I disagree with hiding your,
Yes.
again, I don't like to say the word imperfections, because everybody is perfect in their own unique way. But if you want to call it that, like, I don't hide them. I just enhance the beauty around them.
Love it.
But not hide them, because why should I hide something that's you? That's who you are.
Yeah.
I shouldn't hide anything.
I want you to look like who you are, but I'm just going to give you more of an enhancement. I think that is like my ideal makeup artist.
Exactly. It's still, I can see you through the makeup.
Yeah.
This is you know? Not like I completely transform.
Yeah.
Like, although some people, like, when they see my makeup, they say, oh, wow, you've done a nice transformation. Wow, it's this crazy transformation. I'm like, I understand why you're saying transformation, but at the same time, I don't like to read that word for some reason. And I'm like, okay, but no, I didn't transform the girl or the lady. I just enhanced her beauty.
That's it.
That's the difference. She is already beautiful before the makeup. I just made her from being beautiful to just the gorgeous. That's all. But she's already beautiful. Yeah.
And when we spoke, you've done a lot around, obviously, makeup. You're so talented in it. And I can see, like, the passion you have around it. You're very much a people person. Even when you were saying about the students and when they succeed, it's like your clients, when they see what you've done for them and how you've made them feel. So I know you've got that throughout. But you've worked a lot with Parliament to kind of regulate. Because there's so many makeup artists out. I'm definitely not one of them. Makeup artists out here, people are claiming to be makeup artists, maybe not as qualified. Because you are still applying products to people's faces. You don't know how their skin reacts to different complexions. So tell me a bit more about your work there, because I think that's so important.
Yes, of course. I mean, I know, like, at the beginning when you said the talk, introduce yourself and talk, I didn't really say much.
Oh, we'll get to it. I knew I'd get to it. Don't worry.
And I'm like, okay, let's just get to the mindset and everything else. But yes, like I said, I am a celebrity multi-award winning makeup artist. I have won 2 times in a row to be the best makeup artist in the whole of the UK. Wow. And that's by the British Association in Beauty Therapy and Cosmetology. And that was in 22 and 23. And first time, of course, because before that, I've been in the industry for so many times, and I didn't really apply to awards or anything like that. And I thought one day, I'm like, you know what? Let's do this. And not just because I need to do this. I didn't need to, but I wanted to. Good. It's different. Yeah. And then I applied, and then when I received an email, said, "Oh, wow, you've been shortlisted." Amazing. And then you are in the finals. No, before the finals, you've been shortlisted, and then I had to I've been judged.
Right, yes.
Like I put makeup on a model and everything, and then I've been in the finals. I'm like, I'm in the finals.
Wow.
And then I found out like kind of from the end when after I was a winner, like how many people applied. They said about maybe I had like 700 makeup artists throughout the whole of the UK, and I'm like, I'm the one who's won the 700. I'm like, really? I'm like, that number just did not click.
Wild.
Kind of thing. Yes. And I couldn't believe it. And it was more of me, not like I know my work and I'm confident.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it. I'm confident that my work is good. But just that recognition, it's weird. Like I was like, I don't know why. It's from someone's professional in the industry.
Yes.
I think I felt like the recognition, it meant a lot to me.
Course.
Even though I never thought about it before.
Because it adds a stamp, and I think because your journey is so interesting in regards to where you had started to now working hard, building your credibility, your client base, everything. I think that's just like the icing on the cake, right? To show,
it's all over the world. Like people from LA, they contact me. They want me to do makeup, and I'll finish the part where the awards, and then the second, and then because of course I've won by the British. They call them BAPTAG.
Okay.
The abbreviations of it. I was, through them, of course, I was invited to go to the House of Parliament.
Wow.
Yes, to be involved in a campaign where they wanted to do, it's called Time.
Right.
That they wanted to do like new rules and legislation to do with the beauty and the makeup industry.
Oh, fantastic.
Because like you've mentioned, people like nowadays, everybody is like a makeup artist.
Yeah.
Everybody puts Botox on your face. And I'm like...
you have to be so careful.
I know, like you are, I don't know, you're a beautician. Why would you do a Botox? Because this is a completely different area.
Yes.
And they were like, we're all like concerned about it, everyone. And they do like a 2 to 3 days of like course. And then they qualified.
That's short.
Yes.
Gosh.
Literally a 3-day course, and then they are qualified to put injection in your face and put Botox.
No way.
Which that can paralyze your face.
Of course, yeah.
And I'm like, yeah.
Scary.
So it was one of those things that do not be like hesitant or scared to go. And when you go to these aesthetics clinics, to ask them to see the certificates.
That's very good advice.
You ask, I said, I want to see.
That's such good, because people don't, I guess, especially if it's all shiny and the branding looks good, you kind of go with that and then just assume.
Yeah.
That's good advice.
Yeah, because you have the right, because it's your face.
Yeah.
And if anything happened...
What can you do afterwards, really?
What? Your face is gone. Kind of thing. I'm like, okay, but partly because, you've not really checked their credibility, their training, their certification, and, all of these things. So we were in this campaign, encouraging everybody to ask.
Fantastic.
Same thing with makeup artists, like you said. Makeup also, people get like sensitivity,
Correct.
they get reactions from it. Everybody is different.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean the makeup that I've got on my face right now, it will suit your face, for example.
Yeah.
You might get a reaction from it.
Yeah.
So this is where then you've got like different types of makeup. You do the testing before, or get like vegan makeup, or the people who are sensitive get sensitivity makeup. People who suffer from sensitivity, and there's a lot into it.
There's so many layers.
It's so many things. It's so many things. And of course, my number one, I always say, because I always teach makeup.
Yes.
And just wanted to say that as well.
Yeah,
I teach makeup to makeup artists who want to improve their skills and knowledge, and also for people who want to learn makeup
Just
from the beginning.
application.
Yes.
So these in-person workshops, or how do you do that?
I do master classes. I'm sure you don't. But it's good to know, because you'll be like, oh my God, I didn't know about this. I didn't know about that. There's simple tricks and ideas and tweaks and how to make a makeup last longer, for example, on your face. And I always focus on hygiene. It is so important, because I see, oh my goodness, I see so many things like makeup artists. I'm going to say qualified.
Wow.
I'm not saying people who
just don't know.
Just they don't know that they need to do the hygiene part. And you're like, seriously, like, you're a qualified makeup artist, and
what?
See your brushes. When was the last time you washed them?
No, I don't. gosh.
How much bacteria
Yes.
on that, from face to face, and it comes to your face, what's going to happen?
Oh my goodness.
Exactly. And apparently I read about this, of course, and I studied it as well. The brushes are the worst things, and mascaras and things like that. They accumulate bacteria and they live there and they grow. I teach them. I teach them that this is before I teach you how to apply.
How to even apply, yeah.
You need to get this right first.
Wow, so important.
That it is very important. And then I teach them how to apply the makeup and so on. And then they get certified by me as well.
And what I want to say, because you're teaching now, and obviously there was a point in your career where you're in the education field, nothing is wasted. You see, like the milestone that you're able to apply it all, even now in your business, to even help others, like you were helping other students then as well. So it's lovely.
Yes, and that's what I thought, like, okay, you know, when I become a makeup artist, so that I can do teaching because I already have the background and the skills. Yes, I wasn't teaching makeup, but it's
the foundation. It's the same.
It's the same thing that I can just know how to structure. You know, how to structure and teach somebody, and they will listen.
It just shows you're living in purpose, you know, taking that leap of faith, doing the work. You're actually seeing all of the fruits of your labor all come together. And I'm sure there's plenty more, which I wanted to find out actually, because you've been in Dubai how long now?
Well,
you were coming and going a lot.
I've been going for roughly the past 10 years,
so you know
but then for the last year, actually. Yeah, it's been 1 year this month, I think.
Congratulations.
1 year anniversary in Dubai.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been permanent. That's it. I'm staying. I live in Dubai now.
I love it. But it's a great industry for you to be in as well. And 100%. Particularly with your background and the foundation of what you're trying to teach people and your knowledge that you can bring over from the UK, I think, it's going to be very busy for you. I'm sure it already is.
It is. It is really nice. I met so many people here. They're all so beautiful as well. The simplicity of the person comes from the inside. If somebody like I said, everybody is beautiful, but there's difference between beautiful and being simple about it, or being beautiful and being like a bit of a snobby about it, or like that's
different energy.
That's different
attitude.
Which is okay, fine. There's people are like that, fair enough. But then for me, okay, you look beautiful, but it's not shining through
because the personality. Let's just say it.
Yes, it is the personality. It's just not. I'm not feeling
your
it.
Energy.
Nobody else is feeling it. But yes, when I look at your face, I'm like, wow, you are pretty. You are stunning. You're gorgeous. But
that's why I say there's so much more to people. Like the outer beauty is great, obviously, but it's all about the energy you bring, your values, who you are, how you see yourself, your confidence. There's so much more that glows through naturally, and that's what resonates with people. I always say,
100%. And like I said, the smile, the energy, the eyes says it all. And no matter what, and I want to like pass a message. You know, I know I've mentioned it, but I pass a message like, honestly, love everything about you. Love everything about yourself. Everything, even your nails, anything, your teeth, whatever, you know, like I said, your nose, your eyes, your eyebrows. Just love everything. And then once you love everything from your heart, that will just reflect onto your face, even though that all your life, maybe you are unhappy with how you look and things that you pick on. And like I said, the second thing is just do not pick on yourself. Be kind.
Be kind to yourself.
Be kind to yourself and love yourself.
I think we're going to end on this powerful message. Thank you so much. You've just like lifted me up and inspired me in so many different ways.
I'm
happy. Well done for the great work that you're doing as well.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me. I've really enjoyed this. It's so nice.
We could have gone on for 2 hours, but I know that the guy behind the camera is like, it's time.
This has to stop.
Thanks, Nawar. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sharon. Thank you.
Let's talk DXB. Real conversations by real people.